Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome again to another installment of Daniel's Horror Review. This week I'm going to be doing the 2009 horror comedy romance called Lo. Lo is about Justin, played by Ward Roberts, who summons a demon named Lo, played by Jeremiah Burkett, to help him find his girlfriend April, played by Sarah Lassez, who was taken by other demons and brought to hell. Okay, so this whole movie takes place in one apartment. It's a very low budget movie, very low budget. And for the most part, the scenery is completely blacked out, and all you see is Justin and his little circle that he used to summon Lo, and you see Lo in front of him. Now, Lo's legs are crushed, so he has to crawl up, and he lays down in front of him the whole time. So that's pretty much your whole set design, is just a black room with two figures. But as the movie progresses, Lo takes images from Justin's mind, like his first date with April, and puts them out where you could see them, and it's done out like a play, where you have like a little set, curtains and stuff, and you have Justin and Emily on their first date with this crappy little background. It's done up just like a little play, and so that's pretty much your set. I mean, everything that happens within that space. Now, my take on this movie was I loved it. I thought this movie was very well done. I thought it was insanely funny. And it's not as much a horror movie, although it falls in the horror category, probably because it deals with the supernatural, with demons and whatever. But it's more of just a comedy romance more than anything else. And but it's hysterical. Lo has some great one-liners in this movie. There's just some really funny moves over. There's a scene where the demon that took April does a little song with a band. It's like a 50s bandstand type deal, where they perform a song pretty much telling Justin that his girlfriend's a demon or whatever. That happens early, and that was hysterical. The song and the dance was so funny. And all the way around, good performances from everybody. Jeremiah Burkett as Lo was amazing. Lo was so funny. I loved that character. Sarah Lassez as April was just she was so quirky, and God, you fell in love with her just like Justin did. I mean, she was out there and weird and different, but she was fun, and she just did a great job. She's very beautiful. And this film was directed very well by Travis Betts, who did a lot with very, very little. This is a movie that they should show people at film school, I think, because there's so little here, and they made such a great movie out of such a small concept. I know I hark on in almost every video where you have these millions and millions of dollar pictures that can't grab your attention and compel you and make you laugh or scare you or make you cry the way some of these really insanely low budget movies can. But that is what this guy does, and I think if this guy sticks with doing unique projects and doesn't try to jump the shark and go do anything, you know, I don't know how to describe it. Kind of like what Ty West did with Cabin Fever 2. He had made 3 pretty good low-budget horror movies that were a little bit different. He had his own style, so I mean, it all came together in House of the Devil, which he did a really good job with. And then he decides to go do the fucking direct-to-DVD sequel to Cabin Fever. It doesn't make any sense. If this guy can stick with doing little projects like this, I think this guy would be a director you hear from about 5 or 6 years from now, doing even bigger horror movies. As a whole, like I said, very funny, very good, very different, very original. The way it's filmed, the way it's shot, the way it looks, the idea, the concepts, I love it. Nice little twist at the end. It actually is very, you actually end up, it touches you a little bit, like, I'm not gonna lie. For a horror movie, I mean, well, like I said, this doesn't really fall in the horror movie category, but for a movie like this that deals with what it deals with, typically you don't feel a connection with the people you're watching, and you don't get that little oh moment at the end. You're just watching, you're entertained thoroughly, and you know, you do what you do. But this was different. This was actually a little bit heart-touching. With that said, I give this movie 4 out of 5 stars. I thought this was very good. I'm not going to suggest you run out and buy this movie. I'm going to suggest you sit down, you rent this, you watch it, you make your own opinion, because there are going to be people out there that say this is trash, this is horrible, because they don't understand what they're seeing. or they're expecting something totally different. I on one hand probably will purchase it because I have just a massive DVD collection and I like to add little things like this to it. So there you go, there you have it. Good movie, check it out. If you have anything you'd like to add, throw it down here, comment section. If you enjoy this video and you've seen some of my other ones and you like them too, please subscribe over here. And if there's anything you'd like me to watch and do a review on, let me know. You can send me a message. I will get back to everybody. Alright then, out.